Hello, everybody. When I say everybody, basically I'm talking to Dan, Murphy, Shannon, and Mercy. But the only people that watch my channel. Well, watch my videos because I send them to you anyways. No, I was going to do a little knife video with sharpness and what I use to to sharpen my knives and keep them in good shape. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 knives. 5 knives. And I'm going to show you some things with them. You saw this in my Saks video, Swiss Army knives. This is the ergonomic one because it says rubber handles and stuff like that. It's a basic knife. It has 2 blades, corkscrew. No, not a corkscrew. Sorry. It has a bottle opener, can opener, the 2 regular screwdriver things. It's got a Phillips screwdriver in the back and an awl, plus the toothpick and, of course, tweezers. Now, I just stroked this on sharpener, so I want to see what happens here. It does cut. It's cut paper, so it does, but not really well. I'm going to have to take that and put it on my stone and do some work on it. This one here, this is the Officers. I love this knife because it has so many options to it. But, yeah, see. That one, I got to sharpen that up better. It's sharp enough to cut wood, but paper doesn't like it. And this is the Leatherman. Actually cut, so yeah. Anyway, so you see it cuts, but it starts to rip at the end. Now, this is a new one that I've had for a while. Probably 4 or 5 years. This is the Camillus Titanium Les Stroud signature version of a machete. It's got a saw back on it that actually saws, which is really weird because the only sawbacks I've ever found is Camillus that work well. This one works really well, and the blade is really good. I'll show you here. Pretty sharp. Cuts paper really nice. And then we're going to take it up against the Crocodile Dundee Outback knife from Down Under Knives. So we're going to see how this does. That's pretty good. Once again, now I sharpen all of these knives with the same tool. Today. I sharpen them with Lansky Diamond Rod Sharpener and the steel that came with my Outback knife. The steel is really good. Honestly, I love this thing. It's a really good steel. I actually stole one from my mom. She had Chicago cutlery block, and all the knives came in the block with a steel to hone it. She never used it. She had 2 of them, so I stole one from her. I took it home. I took it back to where I was living at the time, and I used that to hone my knives. But this one, this is a really good steel. When I buy these, like once a year, I'll buy one. They're $20. I mean, they work so well. But what you have to do with them, you have to remember, anytime you use this shit, when you use this, you need to clean them. The metal coming off stays on this thing and stays on here. And if you leave it, it won't sharpen your knife or hone it, nothing like that. Now, this one, I found out, don't push on it. Do not push on this. When you get a Lansky, you just run it lightly across the blade, a few times on each side, and leave it. Then you take it to a steel. Then you can take it to strop, like this one. And I've got the green bar of material for it. And it works really well for polishing. Don't do it by hand. If you want to polish a knife to a really nice finish, make sure like this. You want it to look like this, you need a buffing wheel. Something fast, something soft. Put a little bit of the green stuff on there, buff it up, it'll look beautiful. If you try to do it by hand, it actually scratches the blade, and it takes a while to get it off there. I actually took this to a buffing wheel because I actually tried to do it by hand, and it just scratched the blade up. Just little fine scratches, but made the blade look like crap. Now, again, it's mirror finish. I mean, you can still see there's some small scratches, but I only spent about 5 minutes trying to get this all buffed up because there wasn't enough room for it where the buffer was. There's a tool chest right next to it, and I'm like, oh shit, I can't really get it in there. But anyways, so now, that aside, no, my challenge is, and this is what Darren wanted me to do. He thought it'd be a cool video. This is a cigarette paper, rolling paper. It's actually a top rolling paper. Zigzags are oily. I don't like those. And yeah, I'm still smoking, so I'm trying to stop. But anyways, the whole point of this is super thin. Literally, this thing is thinner than newspaper. Knives can, obviously shape paper, sheets of paper, which is fine. That's fine. I thought, no, you know what? I can shave paper, but it's not good enough for me. So I went to newspaper, and then I went to receipts from stores, because they're really thin too. But this is the thinnest paper I can find. I mean, it's like rice paper. There's nothing to it. I mean, literally, you can like it, whatever, just whatever. So, to show you the difference in knife sharpness, this one, not that sharp. See if it cuts it? It rips it. Not cool. Not supposed to rip it. We'll try this Army knife, which isn't that sharp. Rips it. Once again, you can see the rip in it. It's not cutting, it's ripping. See? It's not really doing much. Try this one. Can't even get it touched. Now we'll try the big knife. We'll try Camillus. It starts, but once again, it rips it. It's so thin. It's like rice paper. It's ridiculous. Alright, now, with all that being said, this is, of course, you all know, Crocodile Dundee knife. Each knife has been done with just a few strikes of the diamond rod and a few strikes of the steel. Now, let's see what this one does. We'll try it on the bottom because this part has glue on it, so it's a little thicker. We're going to go to the lightest, smallest part. That cut. It blows my mind how sharp I can get this knife. Look at that. Just shears right off. I'll even get another one to show you again. Top papers, right? You get 100 of them for it's $2.30. They're really cheap, but they're also really thin. Really, I wish I could show you how thin this is. Honestly, here, I'll show you a little bit here. I just licked one part. See that? Watch. tears off. I mean, it's the thinnest thing I have. But it's paper. Oh, sorry. I don't know how or what. Honestly, the steel on this sharpens so easily, and it's so hard. I mean, I stuck it in a tree. You saw me stick it in, threw it in a tree, and I pushed it back and forth like this to try and bend the tip. It will not bend. I've chopped. This actually, I would think this would be the better chopper. It's a machete, right? The blade is a little bit longer, about maybe half an inch or so, and it's a little bit thinner. So I thought this would chop better, but this is only maybe a pound. This is 2 pounds, if not a little bit more. It's a beautiful, beautiful blade. Oh, and I wanted to show Dan that, yeah. Hey, I took kind of changed the handle on this because it was a rubber handle, just kind of like the more black, but more rubbery. So, and it was getting kind of gummed up, so you grab it, it's kind of sticky. I didn't really like that, so I took just some regular medical tape, for like your ankle or whatever, and I wrapped around there, and then I put some of little small, I don't know what's it called. It's the small rope stuff. Jesus, I can't remember what it's called, but anyways, you use it all the time. Yours is smaller than mine, but I wrapped it around there, and this also will start a fire really nice too. But I mean, it's got a great handle on it, and it's got a metal bottom here, which is cool. I mean, I like this machete. It chops really good, but honestly, this one chops better. Go figure. I'm not sure why it does, other than it's a little heavier. This is only 1/8 inch. This is 1/4 inch. So maybe that's where the heft comes into it. But no, it works so well. And once again, all I'm using is a few swipes of this, and then I hone it. And then, other thing I use is my strap. That's it. So things work pretty well, with that. If it gets really bad, like these knives right now, I'm gonna have to take these and put them on. I have to get my Tri-Stone and oil it up or water it up, whichever. No, I usually use water because I don't like oil. Oil starts to get sticky and you can't get it off. So, anyways, just use water on it, soak the stones, and then it goes from 4,000 down to, I think it's 450. And it works really great for sharpening knives as long as you don't take it too far. You gotta be easy on it. You don't need to grind half the damn blade off to sharpen the damn knife. And like Dan says, actually, you take it to a buffer. Honestly, a little bit of buffing compound, a buffer, you can sharpen a knife really well, even if it's a little bit dull, or even if it's a lot dull. Really helps, and you don't chew up the blade. Anyways, yeah, like this one. I have another one just like it, but I put it on the stone all the time, and the blade's all worn out. This one's still almost in pristine condition, as you can see. Still the same size. My other one, you can see there's a difference. I wore off a lot of steel on it. Anyways, that's what I wanted to show you. Just want to say hi, do a little video, and show you differences in knives I've got, the ones I have, anyways. And like I said, all I've done is just used that diamond rod, Lansky diamond rod, and the steel, and then my strap. Actually, I'll do all that shit and then I'll strap it. Then I take it back to the steel and I run the steel super lightly along the edge. And they get razor sharp. And like this one, beyond razor sharp. And for a big, I've had a problem getting big knives to sharpen. Believe me, I've tried over and over again. And this one is the only one that I've been able to get sharper than anything else I have. So, anyway, so yeah, hey, well, thanks for watching. I just wanted to give this video up real quick. And hey, everybody take care. I'll get back with you in the next one. Take care.